Good afternoon. It's July 26th, 2024, and today we had this spike in channel, uh, and then we got an overshoot, which led to a break, and then we just went sideways. Um, let's see. Here's how it looks on higher time frame chart. So you could have found this range early on, this broad bull channel, pretty early on. I think I drew it off of these two highs right here, so it would have been a little flatter the way I had it drawn. And when you get this bear bar right here, it's pretty obvious. You drag it down here, boom, find support, and then we get a breakout. Hits the measured move. Uh, Al Brooks says when something unexpected happens, traders usually look for a measured move. When you have a bull channel, this is a broad bull channel, it's less likely that you have a bull breakout and more likely that you have a bear breakout. And so this is less likely, so we hit a measured move, boom, sold off. So anyway, oh, let's look at we got a daily chart. So some things I'm looking at. It's possible that we're in this broad bull channel here at the top of resistance. The midline looks valid, so we could be selling off for a while. Here's the weekly chart. Same thing here. Note that there could be some resistance right here, so it could be like a wedge top type thing, but we could be in this bull channel here. That could be why we're this week finished like a bear doji, because it could be finding support on this trend line, and we just had a break of this sharper channel, so we could just make a new high, make a double top, then sell off, something like that. And here's the monthly channel. So the last day of the month is Wednesday, so we'll just have to see how this thing closes, because that could be a nice short right there. But anyway, let's take a look. So in the overnight, we had this spike, we get a break, and then we just start going sideways, really, with a upward bias. And so I think it's reasonable to take that short. Here, let's start a little further over. Definitely reasonable to take this higher low. We get this bear channel, looks like a steep sell-off. Then you get this higher low. Only thing is, you get an inside bar right after that. And you get another bear bar here. That's actually a second entry short. I like this. I was shorting this thing, but I mean, it's flip-flopping, so you got to be careful, very careful. You get this just looks like such a good level of resistance, and then you get another big bear bar right here. But the problem is you're getting some very nice bull bars too, so looks very balanced. Higher low, boom, we break out. First time breakouts usually fail. Short that, boom, comes down, start finding support. You get a two-legged correction, so there's one leg here, and then we boom, make a move up, and then you get a two-legged correction, pop, it moves up. I just don't think there's really enough evidence here to know that it's a broad channel. I think you'd be wanting to play it like a trading range, but we are making higher lows, so maybe you take that. Boom, we sell off here. And you get this this move down, higher lows, resistance on that midline before making higher lows again. So I mean, you could be aggressive and start going long. if you look at these 32 bars, it looks like the bulls are stronger, but then, you had resistance at this midline. So it's just a tough call. Very tough stuff to trade. And then we get this, what looked like it was going to be a breakout. You get a spike in channel, but it doesn't last very long before it fails. And I bought pretty late in this. I bought pretty late, had to hold through this sell off right here. Then it goes higher. Then that's where we hit that measured move on this chart. And then you sell off. So now I was getting short in here. I like this, or not in here, but it makes this lower high, then it makes this weak correction. So I like this. I like this failure right here. Boom. First entry failed, second entry long. Let me erase these legs. Didn't end up making those two legs. And we get a sharp move down, and I was hoping for a breakout to the low side. And that's the thing. Once you catch yourself hoping, you gotta take a step back and you gotta think about what's going on. And when we bounced here and then bounced here, it's reasonable to take profits. Only problem is this looks like a channel. So yeah, I guess it's reasonable still to take profits here because you're bouncing and you haven't gotten to the low of the channel. Another thing I could have done was just, when it made this swing back down, taking profits. But yeah, we find resistance here. So, if you're being aggressive this kind of late in the day, boom, you could take that. You could take this. Oops. So that's how I saw it today. A nice high volume week. So hopefully next week the volume remains. And I hope everyone has a good weekend.